Yo, yo, welcome to another episode of Eyekon TV, the Casual Experts Podcast. My host is not with me today, so it'll just be a one-on-one with me and the babyface assassin herself, Guadalupe Medina.
Hi, thank you for having me.
What's cracking? Are you nervous?
No.
Have
Should
you
I be?
We're gonna see. So, something that we're gonna get right into it. First of all, shout out to my sponsor, shout out to Royalty Honey USA. She's in training camp, so I'm not gonna give her any honey packs. It could be considered a head. And yeah, no performance enhancements required right now in camp.
No.
Oh man, I was gonna take that shit somewhere crazy left. Let's begin with I saw recently you had a media workout, your last media workout
Yes.
at Wildcard. Shout out to Wildcard, shout out to Freddie, shout out to Marie, shout out to 360. Um Tio was there.
Yes.
Who was admiring you really crazy. Do you think he wants to sign you or like any special interest he had in the way he was like saying so close?
No. No, I guess he was just there. Nothing much, just that.
Are you single?
I'm not, yes, but
Oh, it's complicated.
no, I'm talking to someone. So I'm not I'm single because I'm not taken, obviously. I'm not a girlfriend yet, but I'm not available.
Spencer Tio. No action for you, Buckaroo. Did he flirt with you that day?
No.
In a boxer kind of way, maybe? Like, oh, good form. My
I was
bad.
looking at a Little Giants boxings
Behind the
the
scenes?
behind the scenes, and the comments were just crazy. I was like,
Fire.
oh my god.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
I'm sure I'm sure it helped the social media stats, you know what I'm saying?
oh no, most definitely, yeah.
All right, I just wanted to get that out the way because that was probably the funniest thing that's taken place for you recently because mostly everything else is strictly business.
Yeah, no.
So I'll give you credit for that. Another real quick, real little thing. You fight in May.
Yes.
We don't know who the opponent is yet because everyone's ducking the fade per se, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is your outfit gonna be for May? I saw you. What was it? The Joker last time, right?
No,
The leopard, the Joker, or what
the
was it?
leopard was
Oh, no, that was
the last
Beetlejuice. My
fight,
bad,
and
my
then
bad.
Beetlejuice was in October. Yes.
What's this one gonna be?
I don't know. That's what I'm currently planning on, my whole outfit. Obviously, I do not disclose it until the day of the fight, because what
I'm
if
not mad
someone
at it.
else steals my outfit idea? Then I'm gonna be mad. I would be
I
upset.
don't think I see very many people do that. Are there a lot of girl boxers that do that?
Do what?
Like crazy outfits?
Not that I've seen. I
Yeah.
take pride into like my designs and everything. They each have a meaning. So
What was the last one was what? Leopard?
yeah, it was leopard.
Oh, what was the meaning behind that?
It's hunting season, moving up the ranks. Yeah.
And the Beetlejuice one was because of the premiere?
Yes, and it was close to Halloween, so I thought it was perfect.
That's tight.
Yeah.
Because the last fight was in Chumash, right?
Yes, my last fight was
Yeah,
in
yeah, because I
Cuba.
didn't see you in that. I saw you in the Beetlejuice
Mhm.
at Commerce. Um, who did you call out recently? Because I can't remember her name, respectfully.
Naomi, which is Yokasa's little sister.
And you said if she ducks the fade, then her sister could get it.
I mean, yeah, we're in the same weight class.
All of you guys.
Yes. Well, her sister's 108. She won the youth world title at 108. We're gonna move up to fighter at 108. It's no
Not a huge
difference to
jump.
us. Yeah, well, it's not a huge jump, but they didn't want it, so I guess her sister's gonna have to wait.
So neither of them want to fight you.
Yoka, I think she has a fight scheduled with Marlene. We've been offered already world title fights since last year, where we just kind of want to move up the ranks. And obviously, when the time comes, we're gonna take the fight, but it's probably gonna be a lot sooner than expected.
That's tight.
Yeah.
Maybe May.
No, not me.
I'm mad at it. You're ranked number 8th in the
Yes.
world?
Yes.
That's fire. What does that feel like knowing that you're like top 10?
I feel like it's a pinch me moment. A lot of these girls are way older. They're yeah, they're what, 27 and over. I'm 21, So it's like, damn, I'm amongst the best right now. And yeah, every fight we keep growing and growing obviously on social media as well. So everything's happening a lot faster than I expected. That's for sure.
How important is it to you, like building the well, how important do you think social media is to growing as a boxer in 2025? Because before, obviously,
Yeah, no, I feel like it goes hand in hand, especially as a female. Like you want eyes on you, obviously. You want fans. I know a lot of them are there for the wrong reasons, but hey, at the end of the day, it helps. It helps with my sponsors as well.
hmm
So as long as it's helping me keep myself in the gym, then that's all I'm worried about.
That's cool. Do you your content's rated like PG-13, maybe NC-17, maybe like you're not.
Yeah, I'm not like all out there. I feel like there's a whole line between being provocative and sexy. But yeah.
You're not gonna start OnlyFans, are you?
We are actually, but it's an athletic sponsorship though. That's
Yes,
different. Not like an actual OnlyFans. I want to put that out there. It's an athletic sponsorship, strictly that, behind the scenes of my workout. Obviously, what I post on my weigh-in videos, I already posted on Instagram, so more behind the scenes of that on
because
there.
you're like always in a bikini or something, right?
Yes.
You sick ass fool. What did your mom say?
Nothing.
Really?
No, she doesn't. No,
She's like, no, mija.
no.
Get then.
Yeah. I mean,
What about your dad?
my dad, he doesn't like to be there at my weigh-ins. For the reason that he obviously doesn't like, he told me himself.
Duh.
Yeah, he told himself, he's like, no, no me gusta que la manera
Everyone
que
looking at you like
que te
that.
están mirando. But other than that, no. He knows obviously what I do it for, and yeah, obviously he's there at my fights, but my
Duh.
weigh-ins, he obviously won't show up. Yeah.
Dang. I don't have any female children, so it's just kind of like I was actually scared because I have a new baby. Well, not new anymore, but
Mhm.
when we were having them, I wanted a girl, but I did not want a girl because of
Of that.
that type of stuff.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Is your man in the is your friend in the boxing world at all?
Yes. He is.
Is he a fighter?
Yes.
I'm not
You
gonna.
know him.
I know him.
Yes. I can tell you after, but yeah, you know him. Yeah.
I wonder who it is. I guess I won't have to wait too long. This then no, I'm just kidding. Let's start at the very beginning. Enough nonsense. Where did you grow up and what was it like growing up there, sweetheart?
I grew up in Maywood.
Shout out to Maywood.
Yeah, shout out to Maywood. It was honestly there was nothing really special about it or not troubling at all. I had a pretty normal childhood.
How old are you?
21.
So my little buddy Peso is
Oh,
21 and he's from Maywood and he's taking a different path.
yeah, we actually grew up together, same middle school, same elementary. Yeah.
FaceTime Peso. Is that true?
Yeah. I haven't heard of him in, honestly, it's been a long time since I haven't heard of him.
Oh, he sent me the voicemail fast. He's gonna call me back. When he calls me back, we're gonna see what he has to say about you not getting in trouble.
I was never a troublemaker, ever.
How did you avoid getting in trouble? Because obviously there's clear ways for you to be good or to mess around with whoever. You know what I mean?
I mean, I feel it's just who I was. I was never a troublemaker. I'm still a nerd. I've always been a nerd. I go to Cal State Long Beach.
That's
so
right.
Shout out to Sharks. Yeah, it just wasn't who I was, I guess.
That's nice. What are you pursuing in school?
Business marketing.
Business marketing. Marketing 101. I dropped out of college like after one semester at Cal State ELAC. I wasn't even Cal State LA. And yeah, I remember marketing 101 though. It's fire. At what point did you discover boxing? Was it your dad watching boxing and you liked it, or how did that go?
Well, boxing has always been a part of our household.
Fire.
My dad, he used to be amateur back in Nicaragua.
Mm-hmm.
So when he came here, and obviously he had us, Alexis Arguello is one of the biggest names from Nicaragua. Obviously, Roman Chocolatito as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we would just kind of sit around. He would show us tapes. We still have the CDs from all his fights, literally. And yeah, he started teaching my brother growing up. And I was kind of on the offside-ish, like, I wonder what this is. Like, it looks interesting. I want to try it. But when my brother turned 8, they let him join into the gym. But they didn't allow me. My dad's like, you're not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You're my only daughter. You're not doing it. I was like, but I want to do it. I think the fact that my dad told me not to do it
Made you want to do it more.
made me want to do it even more. Yes. He's like, nope, you're not doing it. So for a whole year, I was trying to convince him. So whatever they taught my brother, I would just go back into the room and jab, medium here, jab, 1, 2. And then I would hear the door open and I'd just be like, oh, I'm not doing anything. So by
Mhm.
the time they actually allowed me, I was already kind of natural, you can say. But yeah,
Yeah, because you'd already been practicing, so
I was already practicing on my own. So by the time I got in
so
there,
they
I was
just
like,
had to
oh,
refine it. They didn't
yeah,
have to build it up.
exactly, yeah.
That's crazy. And so, did you go through the whole amateurs and all of that?
I did, yeah. I did amateurs. I had about 46 fights.
That's a lot. Is it a lot?
Honestly, no, just because at the time there wasn't a lot of females. So you would have to be fighting the same females over and over, and it kind of got boring. Like, oh, okay.
How many did you like national champion or anything like that?
I only did 5, yes. 5 national championships.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Not everyone becomes a national champion, right?
No. Obviously, there's a process to win district. I think it's district, state, regionals, and then nationals.
5 times.
Yeah.
What age group is this, or what ages is this at?
My first national title won at 11, from 11 to 12. Those were 2, and then 13, 14 were the rest. Yeah.
And then, so when did you actually start competing as an amateur?
As an amateur, 8.
Oh, damn, so as soon as you could.
Yeah, I literally only spent like 3 months sparring into the gym, and I was like, okay, I think I'm ready. Yeah.
And damn, that's amazing. Your dad was pressed, or he was cool, like, all right, well,
I guess he saw how much I wanted it, like the grit I had. Like I would, as soon as I would get home from school, I was like, all right, let me do my homework real quick so I can go to the gym.
that's
I
awesome.
started right there off in Maywood Boxing Gym. Yeah.
Shout out to Maywood Boxing. What would your mom say?
Nothing. She was always there in practices.
So she was just with it.
Yeah, she was with it. She's like, you want to do it? Okay, cool. There was no like, yeah.
That's awesome. What about your brother? What's up with that fool's career?
So my brother, unfortunately, 2 years ago, they found out he had retinal scars on both his eyes. So
That was that.
yeah, he was like, nah, he's not gonna do it anymore. But he was pro. He was 8-0 with 7 knockouts.
Imagine being on a streak like that, and
Yeah.
is he all right?
Yeah, he's all right. Obviously, it took a huge toll on him. That was his whole career, that was his focus. But no, now he's fine. He's always at my fights too, supporting me and everything. So.
That's love. That's crazy. So, have you faced anyone, or are in talks of facing anybody that you've already beat in the amateurs?
No, I haven't heard about any females that I've beat in the amateurs.
Or that you've been around per
Yeah,
se?
that've been around my weight class. No, not at the moment.
That's tight. You gassed on everybody. So how did you start your pro career with Tom?
No, I started in Mexico. As soon as I turned 18, well, we had a talk with my coach, Estrita. He was like, oh, do you want to pursue the Olympics? This was when I was like 15, 16. Or do you want to turn pro? I was like, I think I want to turn pro. At the time, I was helping out Seniesa for one of her camps. So
Me
being
and
in
her
that
from
camp,
the same place.
yeah, so being in a camp, and I don't know, it was different. It was a different environment, obviously a different style, and I loved it. So that kind of gave me like the eye opener, like, nah, I think I want to focus on turning pro. He's like, okay, as soon as you turn 18, like, we're gonna turn you pro. So I turned pro in Mexico in Sapari Promotions. And yeah, from there I did 2 pro fights in Mexico.
We're like in TJ?
No, in Mazatlan, Sinaloa.
Oh, damn, fire.
Yeah, it was a really nice venue. Like
At least you
everyone
could
was
just fly in the
hype.
Mazatlan. You didn't have to drive fucking hours into wherever.
Oh yeah, true, true, true. I fought once in Costa Rica, and then my fifth fight was when we had the opportunity to fight under Tom's card.
How far is Nicaragua from Costa Rica?
Oh,
Neighbors?
yeah, it was right there. I fought in Guanacaste, so it's like the border
That's fire. Did
of
you
Costa
did
Rica,
you and your family
Nicaragua.
go visit the motherland?
No, I wish. For that I fought, and then we had found out a few months later, like, oh, Tom wants you on a card.
Boom.
And like, boom, okay, right back into training camp.
That's fire. Who brought you to Tom?
Manny has a really close relationship with Tom.
Fire.
Yeah, so yeah, they gave us the opportunity, and after that fight, I guess they saw something in me, and we got signed.
What's it feel like to be wanting, like, what does it feel like to be pursued by a promotional company like that? Like, hey, what's up? Do you want to get put on type thing? Like,
Yeah, no, I mean, it feels great. Obviously they see something in me, and at the moment, I think they only had Cecilia Brockes signed,
mm-hmm.
but she's not from the States. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna get signed by Tom. Like that's pretty like another pinch me moment. Like I was telling you, like the moment I got signed with Tom, like everything kind of just started falling into place. Crazy. I used to work full time, go to the gym full time, and also be a full time college student. So honestly, I don't
You
know.
were beat.
Yeah, I was beat. Like I was like, damn, like, but I know something's gonna, put my faith in God. I
Something's got to
just,
give.
yeah, something's gotta give. Eventually, like, I know something's gonna hit. And yeah, it did. We got signed and everything kind of just started falling into place.
So it's safe to say now you don't got to work.
Oh, no, no. Thank God. No.
Shout out to your sponsors.
Yeah.
Do you want to name them?
As of right now, I'm sponsored by Inaka, which is a, a clothing brand that I've been following for a cool while.
That's
It's like
right.
a gym wrap brand.
Fire.
Yeah, Inaka. Then, I mean, OnlyFans is hopping on board for this fight as well. Everlast has been with me since the moment I turned pro.
That's
Like
awesome.
they have been by my side since the moment I turned pro. So shout out to them and Adams Boxing as well. They take care of me with my footwear and everything.
Shout out to Adams Boxing and
Yeah.
Everlast. Everlast. Tight. That's big, right? Like as someone that just freshly turns pro at 18 years old, their Everlast is like, hey yo.
Yeah, no, they've been taking care of me since the amateurs as well too. Like, oh, if you need gear. So it's like a blessing. Like I don't have to worry about my gloves, like
It's Everlast.
anything.
It's like the
Yeah.
biggest brand.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, no. So
Super
Everlast
tight.
has been there from a long time, yeah.
What are some struggles that you faced as a young lady in the boxing world, if any?
Mm, I think overall just trying to get an opportunity to fight. And I understand that there isn't a lot of money in women's boxing, and I get that, but
It's going up.
now it's going up. Yeah, yeah. But as well, like if I also understand like on the promoter's end, like if you don't got people viewing you, then there's no point of putting you on. But at the same time, how is people gonna view me if my fights are like in Mexico? You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
I need to start somewhere. So I feel like that's how social media has been helping me a lot. Like I
Mm-hmm.
obviously get more viewers now, more people interested, whether it's for the right reasons or wrong reasons, I don't really care. But I mean,
I mean,
it's
as long
helped
as they're
me.
tuning into the fight.
Exactly. If you want to tune into the fight, by all means, like I'm just gonna do my job and that's
Just hit
it.
up UFC Fight Pass. That's it. Um, what was it like working with Super Bad?
Amazing. When she said she was retiring, it was like
Crazy.
it was a bittersweet moment. Like, like damn, like I really helped her for so many camps, and she's helped me evolve
Of course.
to become the fighter I am today. I've been sparring her since before I turned pro, so it's just amazing. Like she accomplished what a lot of people couldn't, and more. Undisputed.
Fire.
Like it's just amazing. Like it's a role model, obviously, to look up to, and yeah.
Pretty awesome. Who are your top 10 favorite female boxers?
Obviously, Superman,
Top
right?
5, my bad.
Top
Top 10.
five.
Top 5, top 5.
Seniesa is one of them. Alicia Baumgartner for sure. Caroline Dubois.
That's fire.
Uh, I feel like those are the only top girls I actually watch. Like I actually tune in to watch. Like, oh, they're gonna fight. Oh, I know it's gonna be a good fight.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, I think that's it. That wasn't even 5, huh? Like 3.
What about in general, outside of female boxers? Who are your favorite boxers in general? Like, who do you watch today?
Oh, Bam. Bam Rodriguez.
Shout out to Bam. I've had the pleasure
Bam
of interviewing
Rodriguez.
that young
Yeah.
man. Great, great guy.
Bam Rodriguez. Boots Ennis. Um, Inoue, for sure.
The monster.
Yes, for sure.
Everyone says he never fought in America, but Tom actually brought him to fight in America on a Chocolatito Super Fly series thingy.
No,
You're too I don't know if you're
I'm
too young
probably
for
too
that.
young.
Yeah, yeah. Who else?
Mm, I'm gonna say the man I'm talking to. He's in there.
Who the fuck are you talking to? I'll let you tell me. Tell me so I can get over it and take it out. I'll take it out, I swear to God. No! Oh, that's f***ing rich. No wonder he's been coming to LA more. Sick ass fool. He's like, hey, I'm available any day. Just let me know. I'll be around LA. I'm like, tight. Your mom likes him?
She hasn't. Well, she's met him,
But not like that. It's not like that yet.
no, she's met him and everything. She thought he was a cool kid and everything. But yeah,
Cool
there
kid.
isn't. There isn't.
We could get past it. Don't worry. We don't gotta make. I'm taking it out anyways, right? Don't worry about it.
But she isn't really like particular who I date. She's just like, oh,
Whatever.
you want to date? Go for it.
What'd your dad say? He doesn't know?
No, my dad knows. Yeah, yeah. He's. I feel like my dad's a little more strict.
Duh.
Like, who's taking my daughter out?
He's like,
And,
Dad.
and she's more like, oh, why don't you give this person a chance? I seen he was in your comments. And I was like, what? I was like, no, not them, not them. I wouldn't take them.
That's fire. I promise I'm removing his name. Don't worry.
I see it on Instagram later. What?
No. And I'm gonna take out the because then it's obvious. But that's hilarious. Who or when have you faced like your biggest challenge so far in your career, whether amateur or pro? Like, have you faced any severe injuries that you had to overcome? Have you gone through anything, period, that's been like, damn, this is crazy?
I haven't per se faced any injuries, thank God. Knock on wood, 'cause I don't want that to happen anytime soon. Honestly, I think it was a time I was working and
Like you
going
said.
to school. Like I would go from the gym, go to school, work, or vice versa. Gym, work, school. Like it was all over the place. I don't, and then I would still have to wake up early in the morning to go do my runs, my strength and conditioning.
Mhm.
It was a mess. Like I felt like I was like, okay, I'm not burnt out right now, but eventually I feel like I'm gonna just
Burn out, period.
yeah. Like it was a lot.
It sounds like a lot. No, I know a lot of boxers today that be like, hey, I gotta go to the gym and do strength and conditioning. I don't feel like interviewing today, fool. Let's do it on this day.
Yeah.
Like, I feel it.
No, it
It's
was
a
a
lot.
lot. And then obviously have my time aside because it's not just going to school. I have to freaking put in the work, study. Like it was a lot.
What's been your hardest fight?
Mm, I feel like each fight is is a step up. Like every opponent we fought is a harder challenge. The last opponent, she had gone in a 10-round fight for a title. So she was a title contender. She was an Argentinian fighter, but I feel like each fight we keep progressing like on our opponents. Like she was obviously the toughest opponent on paper and resume and everything.
It was because obviously I rock with who I rock with. I rock with RGBA heavy, so
Yeah.
you might see me with Robert a lot. I rock with 360 heavy, so I go to all the local events. I follow the shit on Fight Pass when it's not local, et
Yeah.
cetera, et cetera. Obviously, I interview all of you guys, so I've seen most of your fights, and I mean, despite you saying it was a little difficult, no, fool, that's cap. You're smoking these fools. It's pretty intense, actually.
Yeah, I feel like on paper, yeah, it was my most difficult fight, but I keep saying like we keep progressing each camp, we keep getting stronger. It's obviously each camp gets harder to for my weight cuts and everything. And yeah, I feel like that's the beauty of it, just kind of seeing myself grow in every aspect.
I feel it. So, walk me through a typical day now that you don't gotta go to fucking work,
Yeah.
right? Walk me through a typical day during training camp for you.
Yeah, during training camp, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, those are my sparring days. So
Mm-hmm.
I wake up around 7:30ish, have my breakfast, relax a bit. I'd be at the gym by 9, and then by like 9:20, 9:30, we're already sparring. And then by 11, I do my strength and conditioning. So from 11 to 12:30ish, 1 is my strength. I eat, and then
Mm-hmm.
from there, I go to school. I go to school from 2. Well, it depends because obviously each semester is different. So as of right now, like I go to school from 2 to 6, and then I go home and I can relax. Yeah.
What motivates you on the tough days? Like, what makes you power through it? Because obviously, there's gonna be tough days in
Yeah,
sparring.
no.
There might be just the tough days at school. Maybe tough day with both things in the same day. You know, in your
Yeah,
life.
no. I think obviously knowing I'm a lot closer to my goals, like each day is a day closer to where I want to be. And yeah, like I sometimes I look back and I'm like, damn, I didn't expect myself to be here, what, 2 years later after turning pro.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously if you turn pro in Mexico, you start seeing like, oh, this is gonna be a lot harder than I thought. Trying to get
Mm-hmm.
signed, trying to put my name out there, but no, like I'm already into my second fight this year, rank 8 in the world. Like it's going by pretty quick, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. You turned freshly 21 how long ago?
In February.
So that's a very freshly 21.
Yes.
Obviously, we know boxing is like a very disciplined sport.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you stop for yourself from wanting to go, like, I don't want to say party because I don't know if that's what you're into, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, basically that, like going and messing around.
Yeah, no. I keep myself obviously busy at the gym. The moment I get a date, like a fight date, you just
That's it.
lock in, like everything goes away. I just focus myself and lock into the gym. This fight, obviously I couldn't even celebrate my 21st. We were in camp. I couldn't even eat cake. Like
That was crazy.
we brought a cake to the gym. Oh, happy birthday, singing and everything. I was like, damn, that cake looks good. But I couldn't eat cake. Nah, I couldn't eat cake.
Why? What's
Um,
your weight cut is crazy or what?
I think it's more of like when I tell you like I lock in and discipline,
It just is what it
it
is.
is what it is. No cake, no
You
my
just no
food is my
cheating.
food. Oh no, there's no cheating. Like for me, like I really, really lock in.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
So I was looking
tight.
at the cake. I was like, at least the freaking camera will eat it, you know.
Look quick for the gram. Let them eat
Literally,
it
yeah,
up.
for the gram, and that's about it. But no.
So, what is your diet then when you're in camp?
I do eat a lot of steak. Keep my iron levels high.
Fire.
Mashed potatoes. It depends.
That doesn't sound like a horrible diet.
It doesn't, but I feel like the moment you start getting closer to the date, the food starts cutting. The is obviously the training gets more intense, so you want more food. You can't eat it, obviously. But yeah, my weight cut's like 13 pounds, 15 pounds max.
Is that easy to get off? You're small,
In the
fool.
Yeah, I am.
So 15 pounds,
Is a lot.
like your cheeks are gonna go
My
in.
Literally my cheekbones do go in. I'd be mewing. My skin color, I turn pale Like I turn pale.
Is there
Manny,
subs that you're taking during this that are like keeping you like super vitamin efficient, I
well, like
guess?
vitamins, yes, obviously, yeah, my vitamins. But yeah, I turn pale. I feel like the last 5 pounds are my hardest because I'm like, there's no meat left in
Yeah,
me.
like what do you do? Like obviously you go in the sauna, you sweat
Hmm.
out all of your water weight.
Sometimes I have to go under like 5 blankets before I start training so I can just pour and then go back into the mid, da, 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 and then again in there. So I hate going into the blanket because it's just you and your mind. So you're like, oh, you just start thinking.
So there's the cryogenics, and I think that's on your IG, but I
Hmm.
know other homies that do it. Not everyone goes into a room. Some people are just neck down,
Yeah.
whatever. Um, I don't want to say hyperbolic or hyperbaric because I feel like that's like some Dragon Ball Z shit. I might be saying the wrong. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The oxygen tank. What's it
Yeah.
called?
I know what you're talking.
What's that like? Because you're going into like a little dome in that too,
Yeah.
right? That's intense.
We're in there for 3 minutes. Yeah, we were in there for 3 minutes. And she was like, "Do you want music?" And I was like, "No." Like I really like to just kind
Zone
of
out.
be it's me and my thoughts basically. Just hear myself breathing. I feel like the music would distract me.
I kind of understand.
Yeah.
Are you claustrophobic?
No.
Oh, that's love then. That's cool.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, I considered like, cause I want to start doing red light therapy.
Hmm.
I'm usually as skinny as you, believe it or not. Maybe not that skinny, but I'm a lot leaner allegedly, right? But whatever. Point is I wanted to purchase like that again. I don't know what it's. I want to call it hyperbolic, but whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
I wanted to get one of those because I'm about to get a sauna with the red light and blah blah blah. And I was like, am I actually gonna survive putting myself in there though? Like,
I feel like if you do increments of like the minutes each time.
no, well, yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. That's tight. That's very true. Sick ass weight cut for a little skinny body. I don't understand. So what's your walking around weight then?
118.
Are you trying to watch it as you're chilling?
Well, we're trying to
Well, you know
build
what?
up a little bit more muscle.
You fight quite a bit though, so you don't really have too much off time per
I
se.
don't, yeah. That's the thing I do love about it. Like I last year I did 4 fights.
That's awesome.
This year I'm gonna do 4 fights.
But
Like I
that's great,
love,
right?
yeah, no, I personally love being back to back. Like Mike just told you, he was like, oh, she was telling me why is she fighting in June? She wants to fight in May, and I was like, yeah, it's too much of a gap. Like I want to be fighting back to back.
The good thing you have on your side right now, dude, is you're a draw. You know what I mean? Because if you weren't, you'd be chilling.
Yeah.
She might not even get fights, but you know what I'm
Literally.
saying.
Yeah,
So
no.
that's in your favor. How would you describe your fight style? Because you describe Bam. I think I've seen you do the little. What do you call it? Is that a? I mean, I see it as a pivot, but what do you call
Yeah.
it?
No, like a lateral move.
I guess. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I feel like I'm very versatile. Like I can fight as a lefty, as a righty. I can box.
What are you
So it just
naturally?
I'm a right-handed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm well-rounded. That's the thing I do love. So each fight is different. Each fight I'm gonna prepare differently, and yeah, I guess you won't know what to expect. That's the good thing. I think that I have in my arsenal. Like you won't know what to expect. You can be training the whole camp with right-handers, and then the next thing you know, I'm gonna fight you as a lefty the whole fight. So I don't know.
That's
I don't
tight.
know. Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. So in training, are you? I wouldn't even understand because I haven't sat through a whole camp for someone that could switch. So, but what are you just training half and half, or like how does it exactly play
No,
out?
it
Or
obviously it depends the fight.
oh,
Um,
so you're training
yeah,
per
each
situational base.
training camp is totally different. So yeah, each camp is very different.
When are you already in camp?
Yes.
Obviously, we're not going to disclose too much about that. But how soon into camp or when you're starting camp do you find out exactly who your opponent is?
I want to say like it's it. I feel like right now is gonna be a little harder.
That's what I'm saying because
Right
right now
now,
I know what your fight date is. It's in May,
yes.
but it's TBA.
Yeah, right now is a little harder just because they're trying to find opponents. I guess as we keep growing, it's kind of a little harder to
So I guess you
find any
buckled down a little
opponents.
bit. You buckled down as soon as someone signs, basically. Like you start
No,
training for that person type deal.
yeah. So obviously, the moment they tell me, "Yo, you're gonna fight." Okay, we're locked in. We're in camp. But the moment we actually get our opponent, then that's when we start switching the little things we have to switch, and that's it.
I get it's like going to college right now. You're doing all your prerequisites, and then when it's time to figure out what you're gonna, what do you call it, major in? Your major being the person you're boxing,
Yeah, you can say.
since you're a little schoolgirl and shit. What are like some accomplishments that you've like feel you're like particularly proud of this far in your career?
Mm, I think reaching the top 10.
That's crazy.
I think that was like the
What
biggest thing. Yeah.
organization is that in?
Well, I'm top 10 in the world, and on certain or on the WBA, we're ranked 5.
Haha. So we could statistically say you're top 5.
Statistically, yeah.
Facts. I mean, facts are facts.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And on IBF as well. Those were the two
Both.
titles. Yeah, those were the two titles we got offered last year to fight in, but we thought it was rushed.
It was too soon.
Yeah, we didn't even have an 8-rounder in our bag. Last fight was my first 8-rounder.
And it's funny that you say that because some trainers and fighters would be super eager to try to get to that point and could possibly fuck off their progress by catching a L, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no. I mean, there's no doubt we were offered to fight this German girl. Her name's Sarah Borman. There was no doubt, like my team said it, there's no doubt you can beat her. But we would have to be flying out to Germany to fight her. And it would be, I guess, my biggest fight. Obviously, it's a big different arena and everything. So there's no rush in it right now. We just want to keep growing, and when the time comes again, then we'll be ready.
How many more fights until you do want to take a title fight like that?
I'm hoping by the end of the year I catch my first strap, you can say. Yeah.
Do you favor one organization over the other? I don't even know if you
Mm,
should answer that. Never mind.
no. I'm not gonna let you fight.
I'm like, yeah, I was like, wait, nah, that might not be cool. I feel like if you would have taken that fight and you would have took that W, then you would have been defending. And defending, they could just be throwing whoever at you, right? At that point.
Yeah, no, honestly, it's one thing to win a title, but it's another thing to maintain your title. Like so many
Yeah,
people have won titles and the next
lost
fight they
them.
lose it. So no, like we want to make sure like okay, we win the title is because we're gonna keep it
Facts.
to the end. Yeah.
What do you think the biggest misconception people have about female athletes is, especially like in combat sports? Any stereotypes that you think people have?
Not really, to be honest. I feel like things have changed recently. Like,
Especially in 2025.
yeah, no, like everything's way different. Maybe if you would have asked that question, I don't know, 5 years, not even 5 years ago, 10 years ago, things were different. But honestly, now I feel like it's not like that anymore.
I feel it. What do you think some differences are between men's and women's boxing?
Obviously, the 3-minute rounds and the 2-minute rounds, those are big. A lot of females like myself, we want to fight 3-minute rounds. I feel like we just got used to it in the amateurs as well. Sparring in 3 minutes as well. Like we want to fight 3-minute rounds. Um, but a lot of girls are getting more opportunities to be fighting in bigger cards, which is amazing. So that's very good. And yeah,
Who's the best female boxer of all time? In your opinion, of course.
in my opinion, mm, I don't know. I don't think I would have a.
I don't know who it is.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean, what, Clarissa Shields is like what, undisputed, super
No,
duper?
Clarissa Shields' resume. Now that female is just yeah.
And then obviously like Amanda Serrano's fire.
Yeah.
What's Katie
Katie Taylor.
Taylor? That's a
Those
sick ass
top
lady.
females are, yeah, those are really top females at the moment. Yeah.
Obviously, Seniesa, you know what I mean? Dang, her retiring is crazy as hell,
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
huh?
Like bittersweet. Bittersweet.
She's your weight class?
Yeah, we're in the same weight class. Oh, well, because she's not there no more. Yeah.
What if she decided to come? I mean, how long has her layoff been? Like a year max?
Yeah.
What if she came back?
I think that would be amazing.
Would you be willing to fight her?
Yeah, it would be a what is it? Master versus student type fight. So I think that would kind of be iconic,
That'd
you
be
know.
fire.
Yeah. So that would be amazing. I feel like that's why it's a bittersweet moment. Like, damn, like
You
it's kind
thought
of
low key you were gonna
crazy.
catch that fade someday, huh?
I thought.
What who are some people that you would want to box in the near future? Like realistically.
Well, obviously her past opponent, Yokasta, she's the number one right now in the 105 weight class. So her. Yeah.
What do you think the keys to victory are against someone like that?
We've sparred her, so you can say we've known her by the back of the hand. And I think what's helping is she's peaked, respectfully. Respectfully. She's peaked and we keep growing each fight. So by the time we do fight her, it's gonna be good.
You're a fool, that's right. So I mean there's that, right?
Yeah.
How many fights away would something like that be?
We're already on our
Four?
10th fight. Yeah.
4 or 5?
4, maybe sooner. Because her whole goal is to become undisputed at 105.
Damn, you gotta grab one of them belts real quick so that way she can
So
mandatorily.
we're not gonna let that happen, obviously. Like honestly, we have like I personally have my own hit list. Like okay, we beat this person. I text Mike. I'm like okay, these are the girls I want to fight next. Like I know who I want to fight. It's not there's no brainer like oh I'm just kind of waiting around to see who they put me up with. No, I know who I want.
And
So
it's
we
up to
just
them to accept.
sometimes they don't accept. Yeah, unfortunately, but yeah. I want to fight the best. Obviously, to be the best, you
Yes,
gotta
I feel it.
there's people before you that you have to kind of knock down and be like, okay, who's next? All right, we kept getting closer and closer. Yeah,
Well, I mean, Yokasa's trainer's familiar with the squad, you know what I mean? So shouldn't be a stretch.
yeah, no, I was kind of we knew that the sister wasn't gonna accept the fight. Like we knew it. We knew it. Watching her last fight, we're like, oh yeah, she's not gonna accept the fight. No doubt in that. But cause she has on paper she has a solid
Paper's paper. Watching
yeah
is watching.
yeah no I think it's like 13 fights 8 knockouts. There's like with who though, you know, like you can build someone up and
No,
she
trust me.
hasn't fought anyone good. Like she hasn't fought anyone good, so obviously they weren't gonna accept the fight. We're like okay, that's fine, moving on.
I feel it.
Yeah.
When I looked at your box rec, you have your photo from like when you were 8. Update your box rec, fool. What's up with that shit?
Charles said he was gonna update it for me, but I don't know what's been going on. So Charles, please get on that.
Shout out to homie Charles, legendary. Sick ass fool. Yeah, I was on the box rec. I was like, what's going on with this fool? And I saw your picture. I was like,
Who's this?
who's this freaking little kid? I know you're a kid, but damn. That was crazy. What do you do in your spare time on the off season, which is not very long?
I feel like I don't have any spare time. Like when I'm not in camp, I still find myself in the gym lifting. Like I need to be active somehow. I don't
Did you
know.
go to the Vargas fight the other day?
Oh yeah, I did.
I think I saw you walking in there. I was
Mhm.
tucked away with my wife and my kid right there chilling. Um, you go to the fights.
Yeah, I do go to fights here and there, yeah.
Who's been your favorite fighter to watch thus far? In
Mm,
person.
in person?
Like the Vargas fight was crazy. Chill, chill. Chill, chill, chill the fuck out. I mean, like the entire card was dope.
Yeah, no, it was. I feel like it happened by fast. Like there was a lot of
It went by very quick,
like
and it wasn't a lot of
stopping.
bullshit in
Yeah.
between. That was a cool card.
I think I'm excited for next week. Mayor and Ryan, Andy
Mm-hmm.
Ryan and Michaela Mayer. So I'm excited to watch them fight.
You're pulling up.
Yeah,
What weight division are they again?
147, if
Hmm.
I'm not mistaken. They're bigger girls.
Mm-hmm. So it's not like you can go right there and talk some shit from the corral real quick. You know what I mean?
No, no,
That's tight.
they kind of tower over me. Like,
That's cool.
yeah.
So what's next? I know, like we said, we know you fight May, but like what else? What else is going on in your life?
Literally just that. I'm just locked in, waiting for my opponent.
How does it work relationship wise for a female boxer
Mm.
during training camp?
I feel like well, I've had obviously past relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But it's it's a bit hard just because I guess some guys do get insecure.
Haha.
We don't condone that. No insecurities. No, thank you. And obviously I will always, I'm gonna say this proudly, I will always choose my career over anything and anyone. Like if I see like if I see you're kind of in the way of that, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fire.
Oh no, I think I've worked way too hard to kind of just let a man into my life and, oh, don't do that. Why are you doing that? You're doing too much. Oh no. Oh, you gotta go. No, thank you. Mm-mm.
There's that. Have you ever experienced that?
Yeah, in my past relationship, yeah.
Damn. And how long did it last?
Like a year?
Oh, that's not that long.
No.
It's not like it was your high school sweetheart.
No.
Because that would have been sad.
No.
Like if you had a boyfriend from high school all the way till now, and then he just started becoming like super insecure,
Yeah.
that would have sucked.
I feel like, yeah, a lot of guys are.
2025 is a unique place for love, I guess.
Here's the thing, like if you see me before, obviously when you meet.
The way you find me is the way I'm gonna be type
Exactly.
vibes.
Yeah,
Yes.
no. So you can't
Trust
try to
me.
change a person just because you have them or something like that.
I completely understand.
Yeah.
Like my wife found me in the entertainment industry and she knew what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess not a lot of people do, I put her up and gave her a spot to do her thing, and now some people might say she's more popping than me now, which is fine.
Yeah.
I'm not tripping. But if we were both insecure, that would be like
no.
bad.
That is, I feel like being an athlete is a bit rough.
Are you insecure of your fighting partner?
Oh no. Honestly,
he's a great guy.
what is it? Like I say, ni un pelo de celos se me levanta. Like I feel like I know who I am. That's why. I know who I am. I know what I can give in a relationship. Like
when are you guys gonna make it official? It's just so weird. We're just dating. That shit is weird to me. I'm an old school fool though, so I don't know.
I don't know.
How long you guys been dating? If it's like a month, I understand that. But if it's been like 6 months,
no, we haven't
around
hit the
some bullshit.
I feel like if it passes more than the 6-month mark, no. So you're watching this?
He's definitely watching this. He's for sure. And my bad about the Tio shit, G.
Yeah, I feel like if it takes you more than 6 months, oh no, then you don't know what you want. You know what I mean?
I totally feel it.
Obviously, you don't want to rush anything, but you also don't want to be waiting around like.
You're still young and shit like that,
Yeah,
so
no.
do you. But
Exactly.
if you're looking for something specific, then like you know what you know, and if you don't, then dip.
Yeah, I feel like nowadays, I don't know. I know I'm young, but like I want to date to marry. Like
you don't seem like a little ditzy girl. You know what I mean? Like you're pretty sharp.
I know what I want. Like but things are good.
Well, my dear, is there anything you want to leave the people with before we clock out? We've covered it all from your love life to who you want to call out. So
Stay tuned in. I will be announcing my fight very shortly. So yeah,
I wonder who your opponent's gonna be.
me too. You know, I
I'm
like
gonna
to
be
play.
ringside, so I'll see you there.
I like to play this little guessing game, and I've been right every single time so far. So sometimes I play a little guessing game, like, okay, I think it's gonna be between these two girls,
And boom.
and boom,
Have you
and it
assumed?
happened.
You don't need to share whom and whom, but have you already assumed who's next?
Yes, I have two girls in mind that I think are next. Let's see if I'm right again.
Real quick, are you training for a finish or are you just whatever happens happens?
Whatever happens, I feel if you kind of focus on trying to knock someone out, it won't happen. Usually knockouts happen so natural and in unexpected ways.
Facts.
Yeah.
Anything you want to leave the people with?
No.
Make sure you follow the Babyface Assassin on Instagram and all platforms. Her IG's in the beginning of this video. Shout to all my sponsors. Shout to 360. Oh, as a matter of fact,
You know, like it's gonna be
who is the best? Who's the what did he say? Who is the best unknown fight promoter?
360 promotions.
360's popping though.
I know it's been popping, yeah.
I thought
A
he wanted
lot.
a special shout out for himself.
Oh, Mike Styles, duh.
I would ask you what it's like being with 360, but like everyone's happy, everyone's getting what they want out of it. So I
Yeah,
mean,
no, like I'm very thankful for the opportunity, not only putting me on the card last year. Like I was just there was going into the card, there was no talks in mind of me getting signed.
mm-hmm.
Right after the fight was when they're like, oh, like the
Boom, boom.
boom boom. And I was like, oh damn, everything's yeah, like that's amazing, you know?
You want to know what I didn't ask you and it completely slipped my mind? Um, what do you think about the thing with Turkey and Dana? And
Oh,
do you think that there's going to be a place for women's boxing in that league?
mm, honestly, I did see someone post like, oh, these are like what boxers are gonna be getting paid and stuff.
Okay, so in regards to that, and
Hmm.
thank you for bringing that up because
Yeah.
now I don't got to go do this shit separately on my own time, and now we could talk about it. Fire! Shout out to fucking Lupita, mine. Um, the boxing pay schedule. I want to tell you, this league is to build up prospects more so than anything.
Yeah.
Obviously, Ryan fucking Garcia and Tank Davis are not gonna come fight for $500,000. That is,
Yeah.
and if anyone thinks that, you're fucking lame, like straight up. But you, on the other hand, maybe Omar and people of you guys, contenders that are coming up in the ranks, obviously this league would be a good look for you. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no,
You're gonna
most
get 20
definitely.
bands for your first fight. Obviously, you're gonna beat them. 50 bands for the next 75.
And increasing, yeah. And I think they go by ranks too. It says if you're number
And this
rank
ranking
5 to the
system is
10
separate. The ranking
from
system, to my understanding,
is
is
separate.
has
Yeah.
nothing to do with ring or any of the sanctioning bodies. This is specific to this organization, which is not a sanctioning body.
Yeah.
It's an organization. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah. I feel
I
like it's great for upcoming fighters.
absolutely.
Like who's gonna be getting about that money in the beginning of your career?
Because why would Turkey, and I don't want to say invent or create, but why would Turkey do this? That's going to compete with all of his other like Riyadh season cards and
Hmm.
things like that. Like he's not going to compete with himself. That
And
doesn't make
the
sense.
thing about this is it's like you have to fight. There's no running away.
You have to fight.
Yeah, like obviously nowadays you can pick and choose who you want to fight. And that obviously gets annoying,
Hmm.
especially if you want to be
No,
fighting.
on this, it's this person versus
Yeah,
this
no,
person,
you
and
actually you want to
that's it.
fight. That's it. Yeah.
That's
That's how it
tight.
should be, you know?
I think it's hard to go about that because of all the sanctioning bodies and
Mhm.
super title, lineal title, this title, that title, interim title. So it's kind of crazy, right? And I'm not mad at it, but this particular scenario, I think, is gonna definitely be making and breaking a lot of
Yeah,
people.
there's a lot of I guess world champions and you're like, huh?
Up. You know what I'm saying?
I guess they just shouldn't be making these extra titles for what? I know it's more money, but it just gets people confused. Okay, you're the world champion for this organization,
To
but
an
isn't he?
ultra casual, yeah, for sure it's
Yeah.
confusing. I mean, it's fire because obviously now my boy could get paid way more bread, et cetera, et
Mhm.
cetera. But in the big scheme of things, like, it's crazy.
It is, yeah.
So no, yeah, with this league, obviously everyone's gonna have to fight everyone in that league, and
Mhm.
I think it's in hopes of building up fighters in a more crazier way. And then
Mhm.
obviously they're gonna graduate from, well, I mean, shit, if they want to stay there, who knows what endorsements everyone's gonna get, et cetera, et cetera. Because Dana's real big on like
Mhm.
everyone's gonna be right there with a fucking
Yeah.
monster can, you know what I mean? But everyone's getting chipped off too,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
So I mean, yeah, fighter pay is one thing, but the endorsements and the sponsorships and the notoriety, et cetera, is gonna be kind of crazy too. So, and then they could go get their $1 million fight somewhere. Like I said, follow the homegirl. She'll be fighting real soon at Commerce Casino. If you don't want to pull up, watch it on UFC Fight Pass. Shout out to 360 Promotions. Shout out to Manny. Shout out to Lupita right here. Shout out to my sponsors. All their links are in the description. My name is Eyekon, and we're fucking out of here.
That's crazy.